Meanwhile, Mary got back to university as well. Is that Mary? She doesn't look particularly happy. Maybe I should go cheer her up or something. I guess talk to Mia. Why not? I have to talk with her. She probably feels down because of this whole situation with Miranda. And I certainly know what a bitch she can be, so I'll try to cheer her up and maybe help her find a solution. You decide to follow Mary to her classroom to check if she is alright and ask if she needs any help. I just hope she won't ask me to leave. It would be awkward for both of us, but we're on a good terms, so I doubt that'll happen. Hey Mary, got a minute? Huh? Oh, it's you, Kurt. Of course, come in. Great, I just noticed you passing and... Yeah, I know I might have not looked like I was in the best of moods. Keep it serious. I'm not really a people person. I mean, I do work at an amusement park and I like entertaining people, but I'm not a funny guy per se. I'm funny with friends when I need to, when I want to. But I'm not good at cracking jokes. I am quite terrible at it, actually. Everyone has a right to feel down sometimes. I guess you're right. Now that you're here, how can I help you? Well, to be honest, I might already know why you're in a foul mood. Not long ago you were talking on your phone at a nearby cafe. As it happens, I was sitting behind you with Aisha and Willow. What? I didn't notice you. That's just great. Now I can be sure that the whole school will know about my problems. I'm not assuming you'll say anything, but those girls... Don't worry, they were so focused on their conversation about some movie that they totally didn't even notice you were there. That's a relief, even though it's nearly impossible these days. I'd like to keep some information private. I get it. Well, I heard everything, but don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Great, thank you. I should have paid more attention to my surroundings. She is a pretty lady. That cannot be denied. She's not overdone in any way. I think that's what that's why I don't like the other characters, the other models. They are so heavily worked at, so that they become highly imperfect, basically. And this one is not really worked at all. A white dress, a Caucasian girl, not that the color matters, but it's simple, it's easy, it's a simple color. Just a simple hair. Not sure if people have that much volume in their hair anymore, though. I would like that, though. I really like thick and voluminous hair. Yeah, hair is amazing. As long as it's on top of your head. Anyway, why are you telling me all this? Let's just say that I know Miranda's true self, that she's just plain nasty. Isn't that the side of her everyone sees? Oh shoot, I shouldn't say things like that about my supervisor. Not the greatest idea when she's around, that's for sure. Yeah, so we both know a thing or two about Miranda. I have some business with her recently, so we are meeting quite often. Usual principal-student matters, of course. To be specific, principal-citizen student Skalk matters. Oh boy, does that matter. I was just thinking maybe I could help you somehow. It will stay strictly between us. I just can't imagine such a great teacher as you not getting paid. Kurt, that's very kind of you, but how could you help me? Miranda listens to nobody, and students, they barely register with her. Just trust me, we've been talking quite often because of my scholarship situation. I'll see what I can do. I won't tell her that you told me about this. I'll keep the conversation necessarily vague. Oh my, I seriously shouldn't be talking about this with any of my students. But if you insist, if you think there's a chance that you might help me solve this problem, okay, I'll tell you how it is. It's not particularly exciting. I try to put on a smile every time I enter the classroom, but it's just a mask. She hasn't paid me for my work for the last 3 months and I have a pile of bills stacking up. My fiancé is working as a musician and the money he gets from playing at clubs and middle-class festivals is not enough to cover our expenses. It's really hard right now. I think I may have to declare bankruptcy in the next month or two if things don't change. Miranda's still saying that our faculty has financial problems and I will get paid as soon as there's money available. But I just can't take her at face value any longer. Did you see her car? Exactly. I really doubt that the payroll problems are affecting her. Yeah, it's certainly not true, but I can't show all of my cards at once. Maybe that money laying on the desk was even the amount that Miranda owns Mary. This is getting intriguing. I think that there's something fishy going on. It can't be true that there's no money left. You're right, it doesn't really look like Miranda is any worse off than before. Something doesn't add up. If it was any other position, I'd just sue the employer and change jobs, but I'm a teacher and it's not that simple. I'll do my best and try to do a little investigation. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully it'll bring me closer to getting what's owed to me. This is my last resort. I'm running out of time and I'm sure that Miranda will never pay me if no action is taken. Gosh, I was studying for so long to be a teacher. People were telling me it is a great profession and that I was a natural. But I didn't expect to be treated like an intern in the middle of my career. It's just... Mary got even more emotional and started crying. Damn, she must feel awful right now. A natural reaction is to hug someone who's crying. She's my teacher. Should I do it? Let me hug Mary? He's asking me for permission? I don't want to get sued for harassment. No, I agree. Since she's a teacher and an adult, I don't think it's appropriate to hug her. Sorry. But yeah. It's going to be okay. Trust me, I'll find a solution. Hopefully, you can expect nothing when it comes to Miranda and her damaged brain. Thank you. You're a too good teacher to be treated like this. Thank you, Kurt. Even if you come up empty-handed, you did a good thing by showing your interest and offering help. It really means a lot to me. It's nothing really. I'm just trying to help you in hard times, just like you did when I wanted to get an A+ instead of an A. You were quite stubborn. I had no choice. Okay, I think it's time for me to go to the main lecture hall, as I have a class about to start. And I'll do it even if I don't get paid. That's the spirit, Mary. Just hang in there. I'll let you know when I have any progress to report. You and Mary go your separate ways. A lot has happened recently. I guess it's a good time to chill a little. Taking a breather will do wonders for me. My god, taking a deep breath is actually exactly what I need right now. Poor Mary. I hope I'll be able to find a solution to her problem soon. There's no place for slave labor in this country. Not on my watch. What's Miranda up to? As for my scholarship, it was such a simple idea. Scare Liu from going there by telling her a fairy tale about planes. Thank God I met Sina along the way. If she hadn't told me about Liu's phobia, I don't know if I would have found another way of achieving what I did. I'm kind of surprised that it worked actually. I thought Liu on the smarter side of the spectrum, and she didn't even fact check what I told her. In a way, everything turned out fine for me. All I had to do now is wait for Miranda to tell me I'm going to Paris instead of Liu. I can't wait to see her face when she has to tell me all of that. We were all alone in the park as we contemplated these most recent events.
You'll never hear what anybody else has to say. And therefore all you'll have to talk
What the hell is this music?
The same is true for people who think all the time. That means, when I use the word think, talking to yourself, sub-vocal conversation, the constant
It's like a podcast with music.
talk and words inside your skull.
No, a lecture.
Now, if you do that all the time, you'll find that you've nothing to think about except thinking.
What the hell?
And just as you
I really like this.
to hear what others have to say, you have to stop thinking to find out what life is about. And the moment you stop thinking,
The unspeakable world. Okay, not divine. The unspeakable world. Let's lower that and let's continue the story. That soon changed as you notice a woman jogging your way at a fast pace. I admire those people who have the courage to simply put on a comfortable shoes and go for a morning run. When it comes to cardio, I can barely force myself to row for 20 minutes. Wait. This lady seems familiar. I have a feeling that I know her. I don't recognize her though. Those sunglasses cover maybe 2/3 of her face. That does look like Mary. You soon have an epiphany and it all becomes clear. It turns out that this running lady is Jess, Matt's wife, whom you met a couple of days ago at his office. Oh hey! Of course it's Jess. I know it. Having a body like that makes it quite hard for her to go unnoticed, but her face is beautiful too, once those sunglasses are out of her way. Okay, how the fuck did that happen? I wonder if how I saw her in my dream is anything close to real life. Okay, so her having a Playboy tattoo is not part of her real life. Hello Jess, I see that you're starting your day off right. Yeah, I try to keep myself in shape. It gets harder as you get older. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Yeah, I am. Damn it. Hopefully that time doesn't sneak up on me too quickly. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Enjoy your youth while you can though. One day you're 20 and everything comes effortlessly. Then the next you are 40 and wondering what you've done with the best years of your life. Hasn't anyone been reading through these lines? So many grammatical errors, as far as I know. Whoa, that's profound. Are you just starting your run, or are you close to the finish line? Interrupting your workout in the middle of it is not something I'd want. I think I just passed the 5-mile mark, so I can use of a little break catch my breath. Oh my god! I'm getting an aneurysm here. So I can use of a little break to catch my breath. My god. Actually, I'm happy that I ran into you as I have some business to discuss and I didn't know how I'd contact you otherwise. I suppose I could have reached out to Linda, but this chance encounter is certainly preferable. Really? What's on your mind? Remember when you were in my husband's office a couple of days ago? Clear as day. Did Matt change his mind? No. He's still positive that you'll make a great employee. He wants to hire you badly. Every day he mentions to me that he can see a younger version of himself in you, that you have potential, and so on. That's really nice of him. On the other hand, what is a sales guy supposed to say? He'd like to talk with you in person, but unfortunately he's off on a business trip of sorts. He'll be back in about a week. Smoking hot Jess is all by herself for a whole week. Maybe she'll get lonely and need some masculine companionship, as it were. As for Matt's proposal, it wouldn't hurt to work in a call center for a month. What do I have to lose now that I know I'll be going to Paris soon anyway? Actually, not a bad idea. Even if it's a sucky ass job, call center for a month, get some extra cash for a trip. Yeah, that could be worth it. Worst case scenario, I'll just get some experience. I think like most movie stars started in a call center. Then I'll gladly talk with him when he's back. Jess comes closer and rested her hand on your arm. You immediately began to feel a stirring in your loins. Ew. Holy shit, her touch is so warm. It must just be from her run, but I gotta say, I like the feel of her hand on my arm. In fact, he asked me to tell you about the job. He told me that it's better to recruit you as soon as possible, and there's no reason to wait for a week. Matt and his business practices. Oh, I see. I guess we could arrange something. It doesn't really matter to me who tells me about the intricacies of the job. I assume you'll give me the same information that Matt would. Well, when it comes down to it, I'd rather have a hot brunette in her 40s to tell me about it rather than a balding, chubby, sleazy sales guy. You're hard in your 40s? Okay. And she's far older than me then. Of course you'll get all the same stuff. Let's tell you what your duties will be, compensation and so forth. I get it, so do we start now or... come on, Kurt, I can't attend a business meeting in yoga pants. If she'd ever showed up to a business meeting in those pants, I think nobody would remember what it was about. Just her curves. And let me guess, we're going to undress her with our eyes. Yep. But I guess I wouldn't blame them. Holy shit, I'd like to get her alone in a conference room. You make a fair point. But really, I have to gather some printed materials first. Put on some more official looking clothes too. And we should meet in a cafe or some other neutral ground. What do you think? Sure, a restaurant or bar sounds good. When do you want to meet? Basically anytime tomorrow suits me, except between 1 and 3 PM. I have an appointment with a hairdresser then. What do you think about an evening hour, like 6 PM? Maybe we could meet over dinner? Sure, that's fine by me. You'll be first to see my new hairstyle. Awesome. I can't wait till you tell me all the exciting details about the call center job. Kurt, seriously, some parts of the job can be really exciting indeed. Apart from Jess herself, I doubt there's anything else even a tad bit interesting about working for Matt. Okay, so 6 PM. See you then. If I were you, I'd start running or you'll have to warm up all over again. 6 PM tomorrow. The new cafe downtown. All set. A quick warm-up is actually not a bad idea at all. I've been standing here for a while. Suddenly, Jess starts to stretch, bends down and does all of those weird things people do when warming up. What most captivates your attention though is how her warm-up routines exposes her most attractive features. It's really weird that they have all of these angles. It's basically you just walking around her, shaking her out. Yes, I can see all of your angles, babe. So yeah, that's kind of weird. You can see her round ass in all of its beautiful shapely glory as she squats. And her firm, large breasts nearly falling out of her sports bra as she stretches her upper body. Okay, I think I'm ready for another 5 miles now. God damn. Lord, I think I'm about ready for a good workout too after watching all that. So is Matt as dedicated to his physical fitness as you are? I wish, Kurt. Well, I try to keep myself look nice by working out, getting my hair and nails done, a little augmentation here and there. All Matt does is sit on the couch, drink beer and eat junk food. He's nowhere close to the shape he was when we first met. We were about your age then. Perhaps you need to give him a little motivation. I try, believe me, it's kind of sad that he doesn't want to do anything with himself. Well, enough of that. See you tomorrow. See you later. It was nice talking with you. Yes, bids you farewell and continues her run. She doesn't look like she needs to bother herself with that, but hey, I guess that's how she keeps herself in such great shape. On the other hand, Yes is on target with Matt not being in shape. He should start doing something with himself. They don't really match each other physically at this point. But damn, Matt is one lucky old bastard, that's for sure. I think he may be taking Jess for granted, however. Whether it's Summer or anyone else, I'll be sure to never do the same to my eventual spouse. As you soon discover, Jess' visit wasn't the end of your adventure in the park. It's beautiful out here, but I have to come back down to earth. I guess this is the way to the park exit. Those are some big old biddies. Big old biddies, is that how you say it? Just as you turn to head in the direction you came from, another park visitor greets you on this beautiful day. Victoria, who the fuck is Victoria? Well, look who's here, lollygagging instead of taking care of his scholastic responsibilities. At least it's good you weren't accused of stealing a sweet roll. Huh? What? Victoria is a policewoman? What a shocker. Who is Victoria? Oh, Victoria from the gym, I guess. Wow, I didn't know you're a cop. Arrest me, please. But I have to say, she sure does look good in a uniform. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of bragging about it like some of my colleagues do. It's a job, one I happen to take great pride in, but it's still just a job. I know I might have been hard to deduce when I was dressed in my gym clothes, but I guess now it should be a bit more obvious. It's a big surprise for sure, but welcome one. It's always good to have friends on the force. I couldn't agree more. I just hope that you're not intimidated by my uniform and that we can talk normally. Not at all. Actually, I think I'll just imagine you wearing that adorable blue outfit from the gym. I don't think she'll take this joke seriously, but it's worth a try. What makes me nervous though is this big bag of contraband I have in my back pocket. Ha ha ha, what a card. You shuffle when you walk. I don't understand. If I was suffering from PMS, I'd have you handcuffed. You should watch out next time, Kurt. Gosh, I can be such a bitch when it's that time of the month. That poor old lady with the malfunctioning taillight last month could tell you all about it. You don't know how long she was in custody. Well, is she serious? If she is, then I should be a bit more careful with my jokes next time. This is a bit weird as she seemed so cool before. Did she make jokes about contraband too? I better keep this to myself, it's an active investigation after all. Nah, she must be joking. She's smirking and clearly making fun of me in response to my stupid joke. Awesome. And don't worry, when it comes to that lady, I just gave her a ticket and sent her on her way. I don't want you to think I'm some kind of monster. That's a relief. I wasn't sure if you were serious or just pulling my leg. They taught us a trick back in the academy, but that's a story for another time. So, what have you been doing with yourself lately? Winky. Oh, just the usual. Nothing much. I just came here to take a quick break from all of the madness at school. Oh, now that I'm on the force, I'd like to go back to college. Your madness is nothing compared to mine, believe me. I couldn't work for the police. That's way too much stress for me. It would probably give me a nervous breakdown or something. As you get more experience, you'll learn how to deal with that stress effectively. The longer I'm on the job, the easier it gets. I cope with it by doing yoga and when my shower doesn't work, by visiting the gym. Did you manage to get your shower fixed? Yes, I finally got some plumber from like 100 miles away to show up. I had to pay triple though. He charged me for travel time too. Makes sense. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry I didn't have time to help you out. Don't you miss the gym though? The people, the atmosphere? It's all about working out in the end. A little, I guess, but it's not that I lack any of that. We have a great team at the department. We're really close and have a real sense of camaraderie. She's speaking about her team, but all I can see is her, walking here, all alone. And I guess I'm the one who has to take care of her then. I get it. But if you have such a good team, why are you here patrolling all on your own? I knew you'd ask. Let's sit on a bench and continue this conversation. I've been on my feet since early morning, and I'd love to take a load off. You can take a rest on duty, then why not? You both take a seat on the bench. It's not like we're slaves to our job. We must have to make sure that everyone stays safe. Doesn't really matter if I sit for a moment. To protect and serve doesn't mean we can't take a little me time. Anyway, as to your question, I'm here on my own basically for two reasons. First, there is barely any street crime in this city lately. Wow, I didn't know that at all. To be honest, I thought it was the other way around. Because of that, they said that it's better to patrol alone. It doesn't scare the citizens or something. I don't know. I feel kinda safe when there are police around. Apparently, it's not how the decision makers in the department think, anyway. The second reason is that they may move almost everyone to this new department, focused on fighting corruption. Ooh, let's get Miranda in there. Shit, I don't know if I should be telling you all of this. This information wasn't officially made public. Actually, I never met a gym rat who would just go around spreading gossip. I believe that you'll keep this information to yourself. I could always sell this info in a dark web for some sweet bitcoins. But I'm not that kind of a guy, fortunately. It would be hard for me to live with myself if it was otherwise. No worries, your secrets are safe with me. No worries, your secrets are safe with me. But seriously, what does this new department do? They said it has something to do with corruption. Maybe they already have Miranda as a person of interest. As the name indicates, it deals with corruption, mostly with corrupted officials. These cases bring more limelight to our department, so we get better funding from the city government. Also, our chief has kind of always wanted to transform our department into something more advanced. One that deals with things more impactful than that junkie scratching cars with a nail in the parking lot at 2 AM. These sentences are so weird. Say that dealing with corruption seems safer, ask why she isn't working at the department right now, ask for a quickie in the bushes. Jeez. It's not going to work, but had we been doing the nasties at the gym, then maybe. It seems safer. I think this would be the best way to get to Miranda as well. Looking into corruption seems safer for police officers also, am I right? Yeah, nobody will attack you with a broken bottle while investigating corruption, that's for sure. But there are other kinds of risks. Sometimes your target has friends in high places, making him or her impossible to even arrest. Try to push past those kinds of connections and you risk losing your job. The question is, does Miranda have those kind of friends? Or is she a safe target? That's weird. I thought you can put anyone who breaks the law behind bars. Nobody is above the law, as they say. I wish. But unfortunately, that's not how the real world works. Everything is political, so you have to make sure you know what you're getting into before you stick your neck out. And I don't get any choice in this matter either. I think I understand, but there's one thing that intrigues me. What is that? If they moved most of the team to deal with corrupt officials, why are you still here patrolling the streets? I just hope I didn't bring up a touchy subject. To be honest, I don't know either. I wanted to be assigned to the new department too, but they turned me down. Which is a bit frustrating, since some of the officers that were tapped for the assignment got much lower test scores than I did. That seems like a corruption thing as well. Seems like the entire selection process was biased. I want to believe that it wasn't, but it is what it is. Everything is political these days, so who knows. But honestly, do they think that because I'm a woman, and a blonde woman at that I won't do well in a more demanding position? Well, an anti-corruption department is certainly more complicated than a water valve, but oh, that's not fair. I mean, seriously, she was playing me, looking for favors. So if there are other openings, will you try again? I expect to have another chance as sooner, and I'd really like to show them that I can be just good a cop as the rest of them. Or even better. It's just very hard to prove yourself when all you have to deal with is some low-level petty crime. I wonder if what Mary told me about her missing paychecks could be of any use here. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I should connect the dots somehow and kill two birds with one stone. I could help Mary receive her back pay, and Victoria to get promoted to the new department. Victoria would definitely get a lot of credit if she revealed Miranda's shady practices, but for now, I think I should keep that to myself and see how things turn out. When the time comes, I know who to contact, find out how these things tend to work themselves out. I'm sure that you'll find a way of showing them your worth, maybe even someone will help you with that. Well, only time will tell. Yeah, miracles happen sometimes, right? I just have to stay optimistic and wait for my chance. She doesn't seem so sure about that, but for now, I just need to sit on this information. So let's end the conversation. Because, as I said, I don't believe I'm going to get a quickie in the bushes. Okay, I think that this city needs my attention. I don't see any beacon of light in the sky, but if you say so, I'm not stopping you. Victoria gets up from the bench and you did the same. It was nice bumping into you. I didn't expect to see you here, really. I was most surprised here. I didn't expect you to be a cop. Hopefully, I'll find something I can show to my supervisors to prove I'm worth transferring me to the anti-corruption department. Should that happen, I won't be patrolling those streets anymore. It would be something more interesting to do for sure. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that, but I won't tell her anything about that just yet. I have to be sure that my way of thinking is correct and won't do more harm than good. I'm sure you'll work something out. Hopefully. Take care, Kurt. What in the world? Oh, it seems like I was offline for too long and now they're going nuts. Victoria, checking in. Sweetheart, there is some domestic abuse going on. The same address as last time. Can you check that out? Sweetheart, really? 10-4. Okay, Kurt, gotta go. Take care. Victoria, who you know now is a cop, leaves to continue keeping the city safe. Damn, that was a surprise. If I hadn't met her here and seen it with my own two eyes, I never suspected she'd be a cop. More like a hairdresser or something. Time flies by and the sun starts to set. Thank you for watching my life as an NPC. The channel is growing every day and therefore I will continue to upload more videos. So let me know down in the comments what it is you want to see or what I can do to improve the channel and I will look into it. Until then, please check the videos down below here and remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important.